When evil clogs the arteries of justice, and shadowy figures bring the blight of lethargy to an unsuspecting public, one man has the moxy to cut through the fat and get to the meat of the matter. Jack Daly, Noirtritionist. Brought to you by the good people at Portion Control Incorporated, with their revolutionary new diet plan available now in kitchens across America. This week's episode, The Curse of Monsanto. We begin in Andalusia, California, a pleasant suburb just an hour south of San Francisco. Our hero, Jack Daly, private eye, is at his desk, nodding off behind a newspaper, his piping hot cup of green tea doing little to help keep him awake. But his comfy midday almost nap is about to be interrupted by the alarm clock of destiny.
Mr. Daly, there's someone here to see you.
I'm asleep.
Oh, should I tell her to come back when you're awake?
No, Peaches. Who is it?
Another woman. Looks like the one from last week.
And the week before that?
You betcha. You sure do get a lot of mysterious women looking to hire you. Why is that?
It's called a cliche, dear. Show her in.
Mr. Daly, I'm Laura Pratt.
How do you do, Miss Pratt?
Mrs. Pratt.
Sorry. Wishful thinking on my part.
Am I interrupting your reading?
No. Just catching up on world events. You know, that Hitler fellow seems rather aggressive for a vegetarian.
If I didn't get meat regularly, I'd be put out myself.
Good to know. Please, sit down. Drink.
It's a bit early, isn't it?
I'm paid to stoop, not critique, Miss Pratt. Drink?
Mrs. Pratt. No, thank you. You go ahead.
Never touch the stuff. Now, what seems to be the problem?
Well, it's my husband.
I'm not a marriage counselor. I'm a private dick.
His dick was never the problem. Not that he has any use for it anymore.
Not what I meant. Wait, was?
Yes, was. I'm afraid he's been murdered.
Well, that is more in my wheelhouse. Have you told the police?
Of course. I called them as soon as I found him.
Found him where?
Doubled over in his workshop.
How did he die?
Well, he was eating lunch when he expired. The police said he choked on his food, but that is absurd. My Roland always masticated excessively.
So how did he go?
I believe he was poisoned.
That's a heavy accusation. Who would want to poison him?
I don't know, but he'd been working on a new project recently. Research for a secret company. Some mention of the FDA, whatever that is. Roland always told me everything about his work, but this project was different.
And you want me to find out who's responsible?
If that is indeed what you do.
It is indeed what I do.
Indeed. Is 200 up front all right?
Indeed it is. I'll let you know when I need more. Come by tomorrow and I'll let you in on my progress.
Tomorrow? Mr. Daly, you're very quick.
You sound like my ex. Call me Jack.
Indeed.
And with that, Jack is indeed off to begin his investigation.
Can I help you?
Are you Terrell Radcliffe? A scientist?
Yes.
Well then, Terrell Radcliffe, a scientist. I'm Jack Daly, a private eye, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Is there something wrong with you?
Is there something wrong with murder?
Yes, quite a bit actually. Look, what's this about?
It's about the murder of your partner, Roland Pratt.
Know that. Come in.
What are you working on there?
Acetylsalicylic acid.
So acid, huh?
Yes, the non-melt-to-your-face kind. Aspirin, if you will. Something my so-called partner should have stuck with.
Why wouldn't you call him your partner?
Well, to be perfectly honest, he was more of a businessman than anything else. Sure, he had his doctorates, but he was never really very good at scientisting.
Then how did he become a scientist?
Well, they gave him his degree for showing up to class every single day. Never missed once. Degree through determination. I personally think they graduated him just to be rid of him.
Not a popular man?
Well, no. He wasn't disagreeable, just too diligent. He's the kind of man who would remind the professors that they forgot to assign homework on Friday afternoon.
I see.
Do you? Well, where did you attend college, Mr. Daly?
I didn't. My ex-wife went to Arizona State.
I'm sure she did.
Do you have any idea as to the nature of his research, Doctor?
I haven't spoke to Roland in years. Last I heard, he was delving back into the whole saccharin thing.
And what is that?
It's an additive used to sweeten soft drinks. When it was introduced in Coca-Cola in the early 1900s, it was thought to be poisonous.
Why did Roland care what they put in soft drinks?
He was a very principled man.
Homework reminders?
Exactly. That very moral stick up his ass wouldn't let him rest until he figured out exactly how bad saccharin was for humans.
How would that have anything to do with his murder?
You said he was poisoned. Did the coroner's report mention what kind?
It did not.
I'd check with that, Mr. Daly. You may find something useful there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm in the middle of scientisting.
Of course. There's just one thing.
No, and what is that?
I never mentioned that he was poisoned. Stay in town. I may need to speak with you again.
That was two things.
And so, with the clouds of suspicion gathering, our trepidatious gumshoe presses further into the fray. Too many questions with too few answers. And speaking of answers, Portion Control Incorporated has come up with the answer to the age-old question. Why are you so unhealthy? Is it due to lack of exercise? Is it due to a high-fat diet? Is it due to the fact that maybe, just maybe, you can't control yourself when it comes to how much you eat, and that suggested serving sizes are for pussies? Well, the good people at Portion Control have seen to it that this is no longer a problem. For the low cost of your pride, Portion Control will send an enforcer to your house 3 times a day with a pre-proportioned serving of whatever it is you plan on shoving into your fat fucking face. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad! The highly trained enforcers have degrees in psychology, nutrition, and most are certified MMA instructors with a chip on their shoulder. You want an extra helping of mac and cheese? Fuck you! Portion Control is non-regulated, like pretty much everything else in the diet industry, so good luck complaining. Just enjoy the fact that while your willpower and common sense have left you, the good people at Portion Control Incorporated will not. And now, back to the adventures of Jack Daly. The city of Andalusia, just like a hooker, looked better at night. Under the harsh light of day, it was a dirty, dusty city, choked with remnants of fast food wrappers cluttering cracked streets. Jack made his way to his favorite saloon, the Angry Vegan, for a drink and some answers.
Hey, bartender! Who do I have to screw to get a green tea around here?
Used to be me, Jack, if you can remember back that far.
I'm not the one stuck on me the forget-me juice, Sherry. How are ya?
Still here, running the only organic bar in town. Hell, the only one in the goddamn state.
Business good? You making the green with the green?
What do you want, Jack? I don't have time for your stupid puns.
I need some information on a murder.
Whoa, just whip it out in public like the old days, huh?
Never heard any complaints.
Hard to hear over the laughter. $3 for the tea.
And for the information?
You're barking up the wrong tree, Jack. You know where to go for that kind of skinning.
Is he here?
Yeah, probably in the back. Counting calories.
Thanks, doll. You look good.
Thanks. Laying off the Jack can do that for a gal.
Alistair?
Raw almonds, serving size 1/4 cup, 230 calories from fat, 20 grams, no trans fat, 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber. Alright, much better. What is it you want?
I need some help with a murder.
I don't create bodies, Jack. I just tell people what they should put in them.
I know that, Alistair. You're the best nutritionist around before your breakdown.
Breakdown? More like a revelation. You're such a plebeian.
First of all, I don't know what that is. And B, can you help me out or not?
What does my innate knowledge of dietary attributes have to do with your investigation?
What do you know about saccharin?
Whoa, keep it down. Where did you hear about that?
A client of mine was playing with his food.
We should not be having this conversation. There's some dangerous people invested in this.
All right, the threat levels have been established. Now dish.
At the turn of the century, saccharin gets developed and sold to Coca-Cola as an artificial sweetener. Even then, the government knew it was poisonous, and they sued to stop it.
I already heard this.
Oh, well, did you hear that they lost? The government lost a court case that allowed the developers to begin poisoning the world through soft drinks.
The developers?
They expand into industrial chemicals and drugs, become the world's largest maker of acetylsalicylic acid. That's the non-melt-to-your-face kind, to put it in a parlance you'd understand.
It's toxic?
Almost anything is in concentrated doses. If I took the nicotine from this cigarette and liquefied it for an injection, kill you on the spot.
So that word I can't pronounce and saccharin are both poisonous?
More so than the hydrophis belcheri.
That's why I don't eat Greek food.
No, it's Latin.
Oh, well, Latin food is fine.
I do so love talking at you, Jack.
Wait, Terrell was working on that acid stuff when I spoke with him.
Terrell Radcliffe? Of course he was. He works for...
For who?
Yeah, I have to go.
Sit down or I'm going to take that money back I just gave you and turn it into suppository.
Now, how do you know what suppository means?
Who's Radcliffe working for?
I can't.
Spill it!
Fuck, fine, Monsanto.
Monsanto? Who the hell's Monsanto?
Let me go.
Well, shit. Looks like I'm off to find this Monsanto person alone.
Jack Daly leaves the bar, unaware of the two goons who had a more than passing interest in his conversation with the nutty nutritionist.
Better go out back. Alleyways are less visible and rarely dangerous.
The alleyway isn't as safe as Jack thought, and he's stopped by two goons.
Plug and Bullock. How are two lowest paid thugs in town doing these days?
We're not the lowest paid.
Yeah, watch it.
Fine. Cut rate then. Look, I'm late for something, fellas. So if you don't mind.
Was that punch cut rate, you mook?
You get your boxing lessons from your sister?
You sure did. She used to beat his ass something fierce.
Shut the fuck up, Bullock. She's your wife.
I know, she's terrifying.
More questions equal more punches. Daily.
I see what you did there.
What?
His last name, Daly. Like you're gonna hit him. You know, Daly.
Jesus Christ, I can't believe your family.
I know, it's weird, right?
Are you ladies done?
No, now I'm pissed off. What the hell was that?
Good shot. He's got backup.
Stay away if you value your existence, Daly.
No, I see what you did there.
Seriously, shut the fuck up.
Mr. Daly,
Laura, what are you doing here? Why do you have that gun?
Peaches told me where you probably were.
Why the gun?
I was going to tell you to stop the investigation.
Using that there iron doll?
No, not on you, but I figured a place called the Angry Vegan might be filled with angry people.
Yeah, but they'd still be vegan.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, but this is getting personal.
So you're staying with the case?
Until I find out who this asshole Monsanto is. Well, what?
Well, I know who Monsanto is.
You do?
I thought it might have been him from the start. I needed proof.
And you needed me to get it.
Yes.
Why not just tell me from the start?
Then you would have gone straight there, and they would have brushed you off. Now you have a trail of competent people who are connected.
A mad scientist and a lunatic informant are hardly a trail of competent people.
I know someone else who can help us. I just hope we can get to them before they do.
Let's get back to my office. I'll have Peaches order some dinner and we'll plan our next move.
Are you asking me to dinner, Mr. Daly?
Well, Peaches will be there too. I'll have her bring some of her famous lemon menage pie.
Her what?
Tune in next week when our heroes delve into the shady underworld in search of the mysterious Monsanto. And remember, Jack Daly, Noirtritionist, is brought to you by Portion Control Incorporated. Let gravity do the work and drop that fork, you fat bastard.